Alright guys, the day has come. My new brakes have arrived, so let's have a look at what we got here. Not gonna lie guys, this is the most ghetto packaging job I've ever seen from Rockauto. So this is exactly how I received it. This was taped shut, I'd opened it already, but like the amount of tape they use, they hand wrote the address on here. Like, I don't even know what to say, but let's just dig into this. So I got brake pads here. So these are just whatever, some cheap brake pads that they had online. I think they were like $7 or something. So for the rears, I don't really need something spectacular. And in here, these should be the calipers. And they're powder coated red because race car. These are basically just an OEM brake caliper. They've been reconditioned from the looks of it. Powerstop makes these reconditioned brake calipers, so probably no gains performance wise by going with a Powerstop one because it's basically just an OEM caliper. It's been reconditioned and powder coated, but looks pretty good. Should function a lot better than the ones I got. There should be a magnet in here somewhere too. Rockauto always sends you a car magnet. Oh, there it is in the bottom here. Oh, I got doubles. It's like I won the lottery, guys. Alright guys, so I've got a car meet to go to in a little bit, and I don't want to go without installing these brakes, so let's get cracking on this. They shouldn't take too long because I've replaced these brakes before, so nothing should be rusted or seized, hopefully. So yeah, let's just get into this. So I'm going to start by jacking up the car and taking the wheel off. I just remembered that Tim actually has the good jack at his place for working on the Subaru. So I'm left with this thing, which does not jack very high at all. So I'm gonna have to go a little bit sketchy on this. I'm gonna jack up the car as high as I can, take the wheel off and set it underneath as kind of a safety.
Right.
Hopefully it doesn't fall. Alright, well that's the passenger side finished. I still have to bleed the brakes, but for now I'm going to put the wheel back on, lower the car, get the driver's side quickly finished. I'll do a quick bleed of the brakes and then we can test these things. So, so far it's going really good.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, I just got finished installing the brakes and they are all bled. So there are no air bubbles in the lines. I got the parking brake adjusted, and it's actually holding. So this is the first time I've had disc brakes on the rear and my parking brake actually holds. So I call that a win so far. I didn't record any of the install or the bleeding of the brakes because I'm sure all of you guys know how to do that already, and it's not the most interesting thing in the world, so I didn't want to bore you guys with that. I'm gonna break in the brakes now, so I'm just gonna fire up Frankenstein. We'll go for a bit of a rip.
Just go for a rip, are you what? Just go for a rip.
We'll we'll see how they perform. I'm guessing they're going to be 100 times better because the previous ones were not working at all. So the fact that the parking brake's already working, that's already a huge win, and we're just gonna see what these things can do. Holy crap, guys, that is without a doubt the best this car has ever felt. Like, it stops on a dime now. Unbelievable. Like, compared to what it was before, oh, could not be happier right now. And just in time too, the car meet is about to start, so I'm gonna head down there. I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, it's been a couple of days since the car meet. I ended up staying there pretty late, so I didn't really get a chance to record an ending for this video. I also wasn't able to get a whole lot of footage from the car meet because we didn't have a very big turnout that night. A lot of people were busy that weekend, so we only had a few cars show up, but it was still a good time. There were some good people. We had some good talks about cars and stuff, so I drove the car there and back, no problems with the brakes at all. And I actually drove Frankenstein to work the next day too, and the brakes just work great. So I'm really happy with the way the brakes turned out. They stop really well now, and there's no sponginess in the pedal anymore. So that fixed my problem there. So I'm super stoked about that. We do have a track day coming up in a few weeks, so I'm very excited to get Frankenstein back on the track and see how much I can improve my laps at the track, because before I wasn't able to stop, or I wasn't very confident in my stopping, so I ended up having to brake way too soon, and now I feel I'll be able to be on the gas a lot more and a lot later into the turn before I have to brake. So that's exciting. Hope you guys are stoked about it, so stay tuned. We're gonna have a track day coming up very soon, so if you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already. We got a lot more updates coming on this car, and a lot of our other projects too, so stay tuned for that, and we will see you on the next one.